Diedricksen from RelaxShacks.com, author of, where is it? Humble Home, Simple Shacks, a book on tiny house designs and whatnot. In the Mad magazine, Where's Waldo in Whole Earth catalog fashion, so they say. Recently was at the Tumbleweed Seattle workshop. I'll be teaching a couple down the road. Miami, Boston, Chernobyl, Harlem, Kong Island. And one thing I'm going to be talking about, by the way, the Seattle workshop was awesome. One thing I'm going to be talking about a lot is recycled materials, how to incorporate them into your tiny house, your tumbleweed, and how to save a heck of a lot of money while doing so, and while keeping things environmentally friendly, let's say. So I was recently at the transfer station in my town, which is a fancy term for the word dump. They're all called transfer stations these days. Let's face it, it's a dump. A couple of the old codgers there a lot of times, just because I ask, and they really don't care. They let me pick through things. The scrap metal bin, for instance. And people are always throwing out refrigerators, complete with the shelving inside. In a lot of cases, the shelving, in terms of width, is universal in its width, length, if you will. So, my recommendation, going to save you some wood when you're building your tiny house or your tumbleweed. Grab a couple of these. They're about a little over a foot in terms of their shelf depth. And use these. They're strong, they're lightweight, and look at how thin they are. You use a standard board, it's about 3/4 of an inch. Say you're putting in an 8-foot run about 12 shells, let's say 10 for simple math. 3/4 of an inch in terms of that board width times 10 is going to be what, 7.5 inches? That's quite a bit of space. You know, of course you're losing some with the width here, but let's say you're saving 6 inches or so. That's pretty much another shelf where you could cram and stuff junk. And in tiny houses, every single inch, especially with storage and shelving, does count. So, not only will these refrigerator shelves, when you mount them into your shelving, your closets, save space, but they're free. Capiche? So there's a little tip for you I thought I'd share. Tiny Yellow House in terms of the full-blown CGI enhanced videos. We have more of those on the way. This obviously is not one of them. And again, if you're interested in hearing more, I have hundreds of tips in my book and in the workshops. Miami, Boston, Chernobyl, Harlem, Kong Island.